This is Alex Howard with Advantage Counseling Services, and today I'm going to be presenting on a tool that will help you understand your emotions and to use it to promote positive change in your life. So this tool is called the Change Triangle. It was developed by Hilary Jacobs Hendel, and I'm just going to go around and explain the different elements of the Change Triangle. So the first element is on the bottom part of it. It's kind of a superimposed triangle. And these are the core emotions. So these are examples of these are fear, anger, excitement, joy, disgust, and sadness. And there's others, but those are a few of the main ones. So these emotions are inborn programs that typically propel us to actions, and they're usually connected with some need that we have. So an example of this would be like sadness. Sadness usually signals for us a need for comfort. Or anger usually tells us that one of our boundaries have been violated or we've been hurt in some way. So the difficulty is if we're not in touch with those kind of core emotions, we may not be noticing the ways that we're being hurt, which can have severe consequences, especially in relationships. The difficulty with these core emotions is that they have lots of energy. So they have all this energy coming up to be expressed, and they can be pretty overwhelming. So typically, they can just be overwhelming for all of us. So typically what we'll try to do is kind of squash these down and keep them at bay, which is where the second part of the change triangle comes in, and these are the inhibitory emotions. So examples of these are guilt, shame, and anxiety. And these emotions are actually designed to kind of inhibit what's best for me, the overwhelming emotions that are coming up, in service of getting along. So oftentimes, many of us grow up and we might hear messages one way or another that certain emotions are not okay. We might hear messages like "pick yourselves up by your bootstraps" if we express sadness, or things like that. So what we'll replace and what we'll do to kind of keep those down, they'll be replaced by shame, or they'll be replaced by anxiety, so that we don't have to continue to experience disconnect with the people that we love. So again, these kind of serve to push down and regulate all those big emotions, those core emotions that are coming up. And then finally, the other part of the change triangle is defensives. And these are creative ways that we all protect ourselves from feeling, just in general. So this could be drinking, it could be gambling, it could be smoking, it could be perfectionism, it could be working out, it could be sex, just anything that can kind of, again, or intellectualize, just kind of create a little bit of a distance between ourselves and what we're feeling, so that it doesn't have to be so overwhelming. So those are kind of just the basic elements. And I did want to describe that emotional well-being entails, or how I use this change triangle is, it helps me identify where am I at in the change triangle, and then I can kind of work my way back and get curious as to what may be the core emotions or the core parts of me that are pushing up to be expressed but are being held down. It helps me get curious as to what those are and how they may be getting blocked. And then from that point, I'm able to, if possible, find someone who's safe, that I can turn to and talk about those things, and then they can provide a comforting response, a different response maybe than I got growing up, or maybe a society typically gives me. And then after I'm able to express that, and I'm able to feel validation and acceptance, I'm able to feel a sense of calm, and which leads us to the very bottom part, which is the core self. And at this state, you're able to feel kind of like a sense of groundedness, like a centeredness of who you are, and confident and connected to people. But it's difficult that you have to almost go through the primary emotions in order to be able to experience that, and get out of kind of the more protected, defensive state that typically keeps all those big emotions down. So this is just kind of continual work of as you continue to work the change triangle over and over and over again, we'll be able to slowly experience more of the aspects of the core self, which we all want, to feel more connected in our relationships. Less anxious and less worried, and more kind of centered and accepting of who we are. So that's just kind of a brief overview of that. Feel free to ask me any questions, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Feel free to go to my YouTube channel or other videos that I've gone to for additional content. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you later.